Hey guys, hello. I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys really quick. I'm just double checking that this is recording. Are you working? Am I live? Here we go. Okay, yeah, it says I'm live. Good. Okay, here we go. We're all doing it together. I'm live. I'm your host, Faith Mariah. Welcome to these are usually coffee chat where I come in here in the morning and drink coffee and hang out with you guys, but it's Sunday. I'm behind. It's now 1:30 and I've already had lots of coffee. We've moved on to Coke Zero. I had stopped drinking this stuff, but I'm back on it, you guys. I really like it. Is life worth living without a little treat? I'm sure I'm not the only one that has little unhealthy treats once in a while, right? Okay, that's not why we're here. Get on the rails, Faith. I Oh, hey Calvin, how are you? Are you gonna come to my call on Tuesday? I wanna make a strategy for you. Okay, I gotta focus. I'm on here because I was just writing an email because I'm speaking in Krista. I can't think of her last name right now. My brain is broken lately. But my friend Krista, you guys know Krista from Summit in a Box. I'm speaking at her summit tomorrow, and I was writing an email to send to you guys, and I just felt like I was trying to convey the opportunity that I think this is for you guys, and I felt like it was coming across really cheesy. You guys feel like that when you're writing sales copy? Sometimes when you're excited about things and you're trying to I'm trying to stress hey, you guys, listen the fuck up. You should go check this out. It's a really good opportunity. I think it sounds cheesy, and I think also B2B has been kind of inundated with events. I was in a lot of events last year. I've been in a lot of events the last several years. And I think people have started tuning them out. So this is just me coming on here to tell you guys, don't tune this out. This is a very important opportunity, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So people ask me all the time, how do I start the business? How do I get an audience? Right? God, I look like an Eskimo. It's cold in my office. It's cold here in Florida, you guys. How do I start the business? How do I get the email addresses? How do I get the customers? How do I grow my business? WTF should I be doing? Right? All these things. And I really think collaboration is one of the best places for you guys to start, especially if you have no audience or a small audience or you're just getting started. And I think this is a little counterintuitive for a lot of people. What I was writing about in the email was don't count yourself out. Don't tell yourself you're too new. Don't tell yourself you can't do it yet. Don't tell yourself you should wait next month. You should do it next year. You guys can, this is a strategy you guys can start doing now. And yes, you're going to go to Krista's summit and you're going to see a huge event. Krista has a team. She's been doing this a long time. You're going to see, we're doing an audio summit for my B2C brand. You guys will see us do that with a lot of speakers and a big event. But we didn't start that way. And we have years of experience and a lot of resources, right? So I have a team. I have, I don't know, lots of subscriptions to different AI stuff to help us. I have access to other people in my industry I can bounce ideas off of. I have my entire team to do a lot of shit for me, to make all the graphics and do all the things, right? And support me in a million ways. And so I don't want you guys comparing yourself to me or to Krista and thinking your baby business, if you do an event, it has to look like that. And what I was saying in the email is don't count yourself out. If you have a baby business and you're just starting, do a baby business version of what you guys see us doing. This is a very clever strategy. It works the same way as our bundles. You guys just saw us do the Becoming Boss bundle. I don't have the final stats from that, but we grew our email by thousands of people. We made thousands of dollars. Even once I paid the team off, we will have made thousands of dollars profit from that event, and also grown my email list. And the bundle and the summit are really to me, they're the same strategy. And what I mean by that is you're getting people to come together, right? You're like, hey, do this event with us. Email your list about it. I'll email my list about it. All these other people I got, they'll email their list about it. We'll all send people to this event. And then some of my people will sign up for your stuff, and some of your people will sign up for other people's stuff. And we'll kind of cross pollinate existing audiences. Okay. This strategy has worked really well for us. People ask all the time, how we were growing our email list because my if you guys follow me on social media, it's not that it's half-assed, but my social media is not like lead generating. It's just me posting about whatever I want. So there's not a lot of like strategy right now happening on social media. It's just for fun. It's not a lead gen strategy for us. It's more of a nurture strategy for us. The podcast, it's not a lead gen strategy for us. It's more of a nurture strategy for us. The YouTube channel, I would love for it to be a lead gen strategy someday, but the reality is right now I'm not getting subscribers from YouTube. It's something I send out to my people I already have. So then where are these people coming from, right? They're coming from events like this, either events that I'm hosting or events that I am speaking in. And so we've been able to grow our list. We grew, the email list to over 15,000 subscribers without really relying on social media before we ever ran ads. I am running ads this year, but we scaled, and did over $700,000 in sales, over $200,000 in sales the last like yearly revenue the last couple years. And we did that with these collaboration events. So all of this to say, you should go to Krista's event. A lot of these summits, like, I don't think you guys have to sit there and like study it all and like stare at it. Like, just listen to it, pick a couple that you are interested in, that you think sound cool, that you think sound useful to you. Listen to it while you're doing the dishes. I'll like listen to it when I'm walking the dog. When I'm in a summit, I do listen to the ones I'm in because I like to, I don't know, hear what everybody's up to and know what everybody's doing all the time. You guys know I'm nosy. Who else be like nosy? I know I'm not the only nosy person on the internet. Right. And so I pulled these from Krista's pack that she had sent out. And I thought this was so interesting because the other thing I hear a lot is like, I'm too small. I'm not ready. I'm not going to do events yet. I'm going to wait till later. And then the other thing is like, this won't work for my niche. This is for business coaches. This is for people talking about marketing. This is for B2B. And what I will say is like B2C, you guys are sleeping on like such huge opportunities. Like, there's so many opportunities for people in B2C to really get your work in front of a lot of people. Doing a yearly summit when you're in B2C can change your whole positioning in your industry. Like, you could become the go-to person for dating. I have a client that does a huge summit every year for ADHD, right? And it changes the way people see you when you host these events and it's your event, right? It elevates kind of how people see you and your business in your kind of standing in your industry among your peers. And that I don't think can really be understated, like in addition to the exposure in the emails. But I had these stats from Krista that I thought were just amazing. So she said they worked on recently the Crochet Blanket Summit. The Crochet Blanket Summit. Okay. So everybody's like, oh, this is for marketing. This doesn't work for B2C. My niche is too small. My niche is too weird. Crochet Blanket Summit. Okay. 8,152 attendees. What is happening? Okay. The Preschool Autism Summit. How specific is that? Not even just autism, but preschoolers with autism, right? Over 33,000 attendees. So there's a lot of room for you. I think sometimes we think people aren't into the things I'm into. I'm really into this topic or I'm really into this niche. No one's going to care. And I just want to challenge you guys to think about, there could be 8,000 people. There could be even 2,000 people would be great for a lot of you, right? That can like change your business. Having 2,000 people that are really into what you're saying, really into what you're doing, really into your topic. And so this summit kicks off tomorrow. I was really excited, honestly, to be in it because it's a Sell with a Summit B2C edition. And so Krista, who runs Summit in a Box, put all this together. She recruited all of us around that she knows do events all the time, that have done events, and got us all to speak at this event. But I was really excited because I think a lot of B2C business owners, first of all, are counting themselves out, thinking they don't have enough people, thinking they're not ready, thinking it's not the time, and they're missing out on an opportunity that I think can be massively beneficial if you're a small online business owner. Like, I really think um, this strategy has been able to accelerate people's results in a way that I just haven't seen in a lot of other strategies. The only thing I can think of that is like similar is when I had a few people in the mastermind that really went hard on TikTok when TikTok was super viral, and they were able to grow audiences of like hundreds of thousands of people in a short amount of time. And so, besides that, I haven't seen an opportunity that's like this, where it's like, oh, you can get in front of thousands of people and get those people on your email list fast, even if you have a small audience, right? And what I always tell the mastermind too is think about how you can do a beginner version of this, right? So think about, could you do a summit that's only 3 of you, right? So it's you and then you find 2 other people. There's 3 of you that are in it, right? Maybe it's, you don't even have to call it a summit. You could call it a retreat. You could call it a, I don't know, a workshop series, an internet party, whatever you want. It doesn't have to be dozens and dozens of speakers. You know, like I'm saying, you're going to see Krista doing this event over 4 days with tons of speakers, lots of really amazing people in the industry, all this stuff. But it didn't start like that, and it doesn't have to start like that for you. So, like I'm always saying, just be willing to be a beginner. Watch what Krista's doing also. Like Krista, you know, has a very successful business. I'm sure the way she is running this summit is going to be very smart. So if you're thinking about doing an event, yeah, the speakers are going to be great and listen to them. But I'm also going to be watching what Krista's doing because to me, I'm like, I know I'm going to do events this year and I know Krista's the best in the business. So I'm going to be, you bet your ass, I'm going to be in her Facebook group. I'm going to be reading her emails. I'm going to be looking at like, how are they introducing things? How are they positioning things? How are they incentivizing people to listen to the promo? How is she making sales off of this? How is she promoting her power pack? Like, if I have the opportunity to watch someone like that and watch what they're doing as a business owner, I'm going to do it. Right. And a lot of this stuff is forward facing. We were talking about this recently, I think in Creator Camp, where I was like, the social media strategy is forward facing. I was like, you can see what people are posting. Just go look in your niche and see what they're doing. Not to steal their content, but it'll give you an idea of what the algorithm is liking these days and what is it circulating and what kind of post is it circulating. So to me, this is like an opportunity for you guys to go and attend an event from someone who I really respect, frankly. I think Krista really knows her shit. I don't say that about a ton of people. Um, I just think she's very smart and she's a very smart businesswoman, and I respect her as a businesswoman and as a business owner. I think she runs a very ethical business, and I think she runs a very data-driven business, and strategic business, and I really respect all of those things, especially among like women business owners, right? So this is an opportunity for you to learn, to watch what she's doing, to get some really great information from other people. Like I'm saying, she recruited some really great people in here and she really was able to curate a really great lineup. So it's 4 days, it's free. I'm going to send the email right now with the link. I'm going to edit this and stick the video in the email. I'm on my YouTube channel live right now. Shout out to my YouTube channel. If you guys are watching the replay, go subscribe. I'll put my affiliate link in the email. The tickets are free. It just like shows Krista that I promoted and got people to come. So I appreciate you guys using my affiliate link, even if it's you don't buy anything, you just get the free link. It makes me like look good, and then I get invited back to speak at her stuff. So that's nice. I mean, who doesn't like to be invited to speak at stuff? And then if you upgrade to the pass or anything like that, we'll get a commission on it. But you can just get the free ticket. And like I'm saying, you'll learn a lot. I'm going to be doing 2 things. I'm going to be listening to the speakers because I want to know what everybody's kind of thinking about in the space. You know, this space for us is changing a lot. I want to know what people are teaching, what strategies they think are working, what they're seeing shift around. I'm going to have my ears like open for that kind of stuff, and I'll be listening to the workshops, and then I'll also be watching Krista to see like what is she doing? How are they making sales? How are they promoting? How are they getting people to come back? Something with a summit that I think is difficult about doing 4 days is like you have to get people to come on the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day. And so I'm going to be watching like how are her and her team getting them to come to the second day? How are they incentivizing people to stay engaged, to like pay attention, to participate? And so I'll be looking for like little tips and tricks, you know, that either we can do a different version of it or that we might try at a different event of mine later in the year. We have a couple of good events you guys can be in if you're looking for events to be in. I think you should host your own, okay? But if you're like, I just like absolutely do not have the capacity to do that, that's okay. And that does happen, right? If you go to faithmariaevents.com, you can sign up for our event. So I'm looking at like what we have coming on. We're recruiting right now B2C Slacker Hacks Audio Summit. Okay. So this is about life hacks, about if you have a mindset trick that works, or you have a time saving trick that works, or you have a mental health trick, whatever. It's short audio. You don't even have to be on camera. We're going to put it on a podcast feed. Super easy for you guys, super powerful and easy for the people that are attending. I think we have over 5,000 people on just my list alone that will go out to. So, we're looking at, by the time we do the speakers, I would say probably reach between 20 and 30,000 people. So if you're looking to get in front of people, this is a really great way to do it. You don't have to do it live. You record your audio, you submit it, go to faithmariahevents.com. We're recruiting right now for that. After that, we're doing Best Summer Ever bundle, but I don't think that one is open yet. And what else are we doing? But those are the big ones we have coming up. But you can see all our events for the year at faithmariahevents.com. And if you guys are interested in being in a summit and you don't have the capacity to host, be in our audio summit. And honestly, like my team, Kelsey and our team is like really sharp at this stuff. Like we have done a lot of events. A lot of you guys have been at our events. We consistently get feedback from people that they're well organized, that they're well run. People like working with us. People come back. And so not to like toot my horn, but like beep, beep, like we've worked really hard at this for years. And I do feel like we've figured some shit out. And it's the same thing. So like I was saying with Krista, like go watch her tomorrow. When you go to participate in our audio summit, you'll get the back end. So tomorrow with Krista, you guys aren't speakers, right? You're going to get to watch as a participant and get all that kind of down low about what are they doing? Like what's the best way to do things? What's working? With ours, when you participate in an audio summit, when you participate in one of our bundles, when you participate in one of our summits, you get the speaker side of it. So you see, how do we send reminders to speakers? What do those reminders look like? What kind of materials are we giving people to promote? It's going to give you a really clear idea of what these events look like behind the scenes. You'll get to see everything that we're doing. So I think it's really, if you're feeling very intimidated by this strategy, I think a good way can be participate in one as a participant, take lots of notes, learn lots of things. And then, like I'm saying, just do one with 2 of you, just do one with 3 of you. It does not have to be a 4-day, like huge thing like this. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and yell at everybody because I'm like, as I'm writing this email, I already know. I wrote it in here. This is what I said. I said, look, I know what your brain might be doing right now. My list is too small. I know that you guys are thinking that. My list is too small. I don't have enough people. Nobody will want to participate. I don't know enough yet. I'm not an expert. Nobody's going to come. Nobody's going to be listening to me. What if I work really hard and it doesn't work? What if it fails? And so as I was like writing this email, I was just like, I got to like go on camera and talk to them about how serious I think this opportunity is. And what I'll say is like, all of these opportunities that we get are little windows. Right now, this is a strategy that is working. It is, all of strategies are time limited. So I'm like, when you see a window open and you see a shot, you better shoot your fucking shot, because if you wait till next year, for whatever reason, the strategies could stop working. Maybe our email list is going to get throttled next year and our email reach will go down, or maybe it'll get oversaturated. People will have already gone to it. Like there's lots of things that happen. Just like on TikTok, like TikTok was super viral. Now the reach is down. We used to have this on Facebook. Facebook groups were a way people grew their lists all the time. Now that reach is down. And that's not a problem, right? It's something we have to be aware of in the space, that we're in a dynamic space that's changing all the time. But since we know that and we know the space is dynamic, that means when you see an opening, you better fucking take it and you better not wait, right? It's like, you've got to be on this stuff. This is not an industry for people that want to wait around. This is not a space for people that want to make sure it's going to work and don't want to take risks and don't want to go for it when you see it, because you have to move fast around here. The internet is changing all the time. I think it's going to speed up even more with AI. And like I'm saying, that's not a problem, but it is something for us to all be aware of. Okay, that was my rant. I'm going to send this email. I love you guys. I'll see you guys Monday. Thanks for hanging out, Calvin. I wonder if I can make funnels work for B2C. Yeah, you totally can. If you can make funnels for summits work for B2C, or you mean you could make funnels work for B2C? Well, if you were doing, well, because you were going to, last time I talked to you, which has been a while, you were going to do authors. And that's they're kind of B2C because they're selling business to consumer, unless they're selling like marketing books or strategies, right? So, but yeah, you definitely can make funnels work for B2C for sure. Funnels are still working. Like I'm still using them in B2B, right? We're still using these strategies in B2B. They've gotten less effective, I think, in B2B than they are in B2C, but they still work. Like I'm saying, we just did the bundle and it was successful, right? I know we did at least $3,100 of power pack sales. And that doesn't include sponsorships. That doesn't include anything anybody bought on the back end. That doesn't include any of the bumps that we sold, anybody that signs up for the mastermind after the trial. That doesn't include any of that additional revenue. That's just power pack sales. To me, that's like a good event. I'm like, I made $3,100 and got a bunch of new email subscribers. Like, to me, that's an effective strategy, right? So I think it's still working B2B. It doesn't work the way that it did 5 years ago, but that can be said about most strategies, right? I'm like, but it's still working very, very well in B2C. Like I'm saying, like Preschool Autism Summit, 33,000 people. That is a business changing event. That is a business changing event. That can change your revenue for the year, getting that kind of attention and getting that amount of people on your email list in one shot. Really crazy. So go check it out. I'm speaking tomorrow. What is my presentation? I recorded it a while ago. I can't remember what I called it. Hold on. It was called it was about goal setting. Make decisions that align with your goals, not your fears. So I did a new workshop. It's about decision making. It's about goal setting. If you guys have come to Plan Like a Boss, you're in the mastermind, you've heard this before. This is like the Faith Mariah spiel. It's really for like new people that haven't been around my work. But I mean, I would still love it if you guys came to my workshop, obviously. And if you haven't seen any of my work, like go check it out. It's only 20 minutes. I was sick as a dog when I filmed it, y'all. I sound terrible in it. So you guys have that to look forward to. But the content is still good. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna send this email out. I'll see you guys tomorrow at Krista Summit. My presentation goes live tomorrow and it's only available free for 48 hours. So make sure you go check it out and watch it. And I'll put the affiliate links and all the stuff in the email. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.